Jeff, are you seeing the screen share?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, we see it. All right, welcome CFS families. I would like to introduce you to both Abigail and Raquel. And with us we have Jeff, one of our wonderful self-advocates who is collaborating with the STEPS2 program. So without further ado, I will pass this on to the STEPS2 facilitators here to enlighten us on this wonderful opportunity for our individuals that we all serve.
Awesome. Thank you for having us, and CFS and Jennifer for organizing this. So we're excited to share about STEPS2, which is a health education opportunity offered from the CUNY School of Public Health, and it's being funded by the National Institutes of Health and is supported by OPWDD. And instead of me talking all about it in the beginning, I'm going to have Jeff, who's one of our lived experience consultants, introduce a video that he helped us make.
Yeah. So this is a video of the STEPS2 program and participants of the program. It's for socialization to enrich participation and support sexuality for young people with IDD. So I want you to watch the video. Pretty good video. It's about like we do this all together. So I hope you enjoy it.
STEPS2 is an exciting opportunity for young adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities to take part in free health education classes. If you're between the ages of 16 and 27, if you live in New York State, and if you have an intellectual or developmental disability. You'll meet with a health educator over Zoom once a week for 6 weeks. Before and after those classes, we'll ask you some questions to figure out what you know about health and what you liked or didn't like about the classes. For answering our survey questions, each time you'll receive a $25 gift card.
All people have an innate need to feel a sense of belonging and connection, and we have different ways of getting this need fulfilled. Therefore, young folks come to us with a wide range of questions.
Yeah.
How can I make and keep friends? How do I tell someone I have a crush on them? And what does a safe, healthy sex life look like for me? The Sex2 social skills and sexual health classes are all about holding space for and resourcing folks as they take steps toward answering these questions.
You want to listen
And
to
as
this?
educators, we support learners of all different styles, and all gender identities and sexual orientations are welcome. Everyone knows forming new habits can be hard, right? Well, you're in luck because our physical fitness and nutrition classes can provide you with just the context you need to meet other folks just like you who are working on their own goals, who can inspire you with their successes and hold you accountable to reach your goals.
My favorite part about being a health educator is getting to know all of our wonderful participants, meeting people from all over New York State, and learning about different topics, whether that be talking about sexual health, relationships, friendship in our STEPS2 program, or about fitness, nutrition, and stress management in our Steps to Your Health program.
Something I really enjoy teaching about is consent and boundary setting. I love to offer support about dating and relationships and meeting new people and new experiences.
I'm a lived experience consultant. I recommend you join STEPS2. It's a fabulous program.
Join STEPS2 because you're important and you matter and your voice matters.
It's important you learn about dating.
It's important to know the facts.
So please give us a call at 914-365-8959. You can also fill out our interest form on our website or give us an email. Thanks so much. We look forward to hearing from you.
It's important for our voices to be heard. Thank you.
I hope that was loud enough, but that just gives you a little bit of an overview, and you can see some of our team members, some of the health educators, as well as some of the lived experience consultants who were really instrumental in making sure, giving us feedback on our curriculums, and helping us connect with all of you. So I'll give a little bit of background about why we're doing this study. Two professors from CUNY School of Public Health, Suzanne McDermott and Heidi Jones,
Suzanne McDermott has worked in the world of developmental disabilities and public health for a long time, and Heidi Jones in the world of sexual health, realized that there are some serious disparities that we wanted to help address. So there was a need to improve reproductive and sexual health outcomes for young adults with IDD. In general, they are at increased risk for intimate partner violence. They've had reduced access to contraceptive methods and methods choice, making sure that they're having really true, meaningful conversations with their providers. And then in general, young adults are at risk for sexually transmitted infection and unhealthy relationships, or these other areas that we want to try to address. And you'll hear more about what our curriculums cover in a moment. And there are many curriculum out there for young adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities, but unfortunately, they haven't been fully evaluated in what's considered the gold standard in public health research, which is a randomized control trial. So that really allows us to know, are these programs working? How are they working? How can we continue to improve them? So it's important that everyone is included in research. So this study is expanding that. And Jeff, I'll let you share a little bit about the study.
Yeah, thanks, Abby. So what is a study? Randomized controlled trial among 16 to 27-year-olds living in New York State with mild or moderate IDD. And then you can see down here it says Socialization and Sex Education Program, STEPS2. Participants will receive either a physical activity and nutrition program, Steps to Your Health. They will also Participants will also respond to a survey questions 4 times and get a $25 gift card each time, which equals up to $100 total.
Yeah, so both of these classes we're going to talk about in a moment, but it's a random chance, right? Participants will either get socialization and sex education program or the physical activity and nutrition program. Nobody gets to choose, the computer does, or the roll of the dice. And that's what allows us to compare. We hope that people will benefit from both of the programs, interested in learning about their health, but that will allow us to compare, as well as the survey questions before and after the classes. And you'll receive a gift card as a thank you for helping us learn more about how these classes work. So I'll explain a bit more about the STEPS2 curriculum. It's given over 6 weeks. It's once a week on Zoom, one-on-one with one of the health educators. It's tailored to the individual need, and that's why it's done one-on-one. So the topics can really focus at where that individual is at. Some of the topics we tend to cover are discussions about friendships, boundaries, sexuality, dating, gender, anatomy, different contraceptive methods, how to prevent STIs, as well as self-advocacy in the healthcare setting. So the health educator writes out a card for everybody to, or together with the individual, writes out a card to bring to the doctor, some questions to ask the doctor, things you can tell the doctor about yourself to make you more comfortable at the doctor. This curriculum was previously done in South Carolina by Professor McDermott, but it has been updated and piloted with the help of our lived experience consultants, as well as an advisory board comprised of physicians and health experts. And we've also added a new beautiful participant manual, which is a guide with lots of visuals for the participants to keep. And Jeff, you can share about Steps to Your Health.
Yeah, Steps to Your Health curriculum is a curriculum also given over 6 weeks, once a week, in online group sessions by qualified individuals from the study team. It also includes discussions and activities about healthy eating habits, physical activity, and stress management. It was tested in South Carolina among people with IDD and found to improve levels of physical activity. We wanted to make sure that the group of young adult people with IDD that do not get randomized to the STEPS2 sex education arm receive a intervention known and with known benefits. All participants will receive a participant's manual, a beautiful guide, which they can keep forever.
Great. Yeah, and these are the 3 health educators who, if you choose to participate, you will be meeting with one of them, depending on the time. Raquel in a moment will share a little bit more about how to get involved and how to enroll in STEPS2. Oh, and I see questions. Excellent.
Yeah, I was
Jennifer.
about to say there was a question from someone.
Yeah, we had a question from Cynthia, if it's okay to ask now.
Sure.
So the question is there a particular reason for the specific age range for the study, as there are many individuals that would benefit from, all of the things that the program touches on?
It's a great question. And we often get requests for individuals who are a little bit over the 27-year-old age range. The focus for 16 to 27 was because of those transitionary years. We feel that both curriculums help set people up for healthy adulthood. I do agree that these curriculums often could expand well into the 30s or onwards. These are topics, healthy eating and exercise, as well as just sexual health and self-advocacy at the doctor, really could cover at any point in the lifespan. But for our study, we have to keep it within those age ranges because we want to see the effect. We think the effect will be highest in those age ranges. In the long run, these curriculum, at the end of the study, the curriculum will be made public. So any program could choose to use them and incorporate them how they see fit. So they might choose and say, yes, we think everybody in our program would benefit. Many of our lived experience consultants who have given us advice, some of them are a little bit above the age range and have given us positive feedback. Yeah. But we wish we could. It's very hard, but we have to say no, just we are strictly 16 to 27 right now.
So just to piggyback off of that, sorry. So though for the study, aims at one part, but and I don't know that maybe I missed this last part of your answer, but there are options and resources after the study. So the study happens and there is an opportunity and resources, like Jeff, let's say in this process, there's, tons of learning and opportunity for him. But once the study is done, what connections are there?
Yeah, so the study will be enrolling for the next 2.5 years. The classes will be going on and we'll be facilitating them. Then at the end of those 2.5 years, we will include over 800 young adults throughout New York City will participate in these classes. At the end of those 2.5 years, we'll analyze all the results and see, based on this curriculum, people learned the outcomes. Based on this curriculum, these were the outcomes. And we might make some tweaks to the curriculum. We might see, we might have some new guidelines of how we suggest the curriculums be implemented, but then those will be publicly available, that we'll put them on our website. People can use them. We'll hopefully be able to share the results with those who participated in the study, as well as those who have partnered with us to help recruit and do maybe some of like training the trainer and sharing. We also have facilitator guides that will be released. But at that point, we will no longer be facilitating the curriculum.
Oh, okay.
Unless, who
Thank
knows, maybe we'll apply for
We'll see
more,
where it
you never
goes,
know,
right?
but that's
Yes,
what our
yes.
grant right now.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Right. And our lived experience consultants who worked with us over the summer while we were piloting and have continued to work with us with connecting to the community. These were some of what they had shared. And Jeff, do you want to read what they've shared?
Yeah, the educators are friendly. They help you feel at ease while asking questions about sexual education. They present you with several websites and videos for topics you wish to learn more about. They can teach you about various foods that you can help you increase energy. You can learn new things about topics you're unfamiliar with in health education. Promote sessions, making it easy to attend or participate in them.
Yeah, initially we were thinking we would do all these sessions in person, but speaking to the young people and realizing that it's much easier to join over Zoom, we've shifted to remote sessions. All right, and Raquel, can I let you share about how to get involved with STEPS2? Oh, wait, sorry, you're on mute.
Thanks, Abby. So, if you know a young person, 16 to 27, that you think would benefit from our study, we have the link here. You can reach out to us virtually or electronically. You can also call and leave us a message. And the first step is going to be to set up a introductory call. And with that, we're going to do intake. We're going to make sure that the program is going to be a good fit, that that they're going to be able to get a lot out of it. This is also the perfect time for the potential participant to ask any questions that they might have. Also, if they have a support person that also would like to join them, they can also ask any questions that that they might have in terms of how the program is going to go. And from there, after that first initial meeting, they'll earn $25. And after the 6 weeks is over, we'll have another follow-up. During that, they'll earn 25. At the 6 month mark, we're going to do another follow-up where they'll earn 25. And then also at the 1 year mark, they'll earn another $25 as well. So really, honestly, a really great program. And I really want to stress the fact that this is a great opportunity for them to not only get that personalized health education information, but it's also going to help increase overall health education access and equity within the IDD community. So just really wanted to stress that as well.
Yeah, and we already started with some questions, but any other questions, thoughts?
I did want to ask, so once we, share this resource with our families, our brokers, and there are additional questions and or an interest to, enroll, I see the form here, so I'll be happy to share the form with families if that's okay. Now, specifically, who should be contacted when, we share this information?
Okay, Raquel, you want to take that one?
Sure. So when when interested participants or families reach out to us, either one of the health educators or myself, we will reach back out and then we'll set up that initial intake meeting. Because again, it's not, we have to make sure that it'll be a good fit and that they'll be able to, get the most out of the program. So that'll be that initial reach out will then, reach back out and set up a time to do that first intake meeting.
Okay, so really, the first step is to complete the form. Really, that's
Yes.
and upon that contact, the questions, if any, at that point would be answered following that.
Yes, and it's a
Okay.
one-on-one that initial intake. So it's an opportunity for them to ask as many questions as they might have.
Got it. Okay.
I have a question. This is Cynthia. Is there a time frame for applications to be processed for any person that is interested in applying? Is there a deadline?
I can take that as well. So this will be going on for at least the next 2 years, and we have ongoing classes. So we really are encouraging everyone to, if they know that this is something that they can do, to fill out as soon as possible because the classes do fill up pretty quickly, but we will have ongoing classes throughout the year. And also if you know someone that might be 15, not quite old enough to participate, just to keep it in mind that once they do reach 16, to go ahead and reach out to us, and then we can go ahead and sign them up. And once we have another class coming, we can bring them right in.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry. So that brings me to a question. So if the individual is, I don't know, 26 now and what is it, 27? I forgot the range. What happens in that instance?
And they can still apply when they're 27. So if they're 27, as long as they fill out the form, as long as they
At 27.
yes, as long as they start it at age 27, they can turn 28 after the first class, and that's all fine. So we just need to get them in at age 27.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and they can't get in until they're age 16. So they can reach out to us on their, right before 16, and we can tell them the information or something, but we'll say you can't start classes until you're 16. But the classes start every month, so there's lots of options.
Do you offer these classes in other languages besides English?
So that's a great question. And let me put the Spanish speaking, or on the form, there's a place you can click for Spanish. The truth is we do not offer the classes in Spanish. We are able to, and I
Do
need
the
to put her
intake.
name up. We're able to do the intake. We're able to speak to helpers and parents in Spanish. And there is an informed consent process. So some of the individuals, if they have legal guardians, they need to have an assent, and that can all be done in Spanish. But our 3 health educators in the curriculum currently is only offered in English, unfortunately. With Spanish, then we're hoping to maybe get the assent and work with caregivers and helpers in Mandarin, but currently we do not.
I'm just wondering if you can use, because you're going to be doing this on virtual platforms, you might be able to use the features on the Zoom or where you can actually translate. That might be a way of doing it. I mean, I do participate in a lot of like outreach and education in the field, and I'm part of like a SOYAN, which is like one of those advocacy agencies, and we do monthly workshops and outreach and education on self-direction, and we use that feature, and we're able to capture a lot more people. And it's offering, I think it's 65 languages, so it's like something maybe for you to look into.
Yeah, no, I would definitely bring that back to the team. I'll share that with them. For right now, don't, tell people that we offer it in anything, but I can definitely share that with the team. Because it is so unfortunate when we're not able to offer it. And we do have 2 of our lived experience consultants are bilingual, and want to help us with working on making the curriculum into Spanish as well. But that we're not there quite yet.
When does this end? I know the 2 years, and
I should have the date. Let me pull up it will depend slightly on the enrollment, but why do I have the timeline? I would say we have 2 more years. So around the summer of 2026, we'll probably stop enrolling. Of course, there are always the possibilities that we make it a little bit sooner, so I would encourage to share it with as many people now as possible. But then, we can be in touch and update you of when we're approaching that end line of when the 856 is the number of slots we have available gets reached.
Yeah. Now, are there any curriculums or resources or a web page you ladies can share that we can also share to families that do not fit in this age range?
Yes, let me connect with you offline about those. We have some, and there are also some other like programs out there that are done the development phase and are just available. They don't have necessarily the facilitator, right? The instructor, the meetings, but they have some good YouTube channels and some good manuals that somebody could work with the people on.
That's interesting. That I would be interested in getting some of those informations.
Yeah, I'll be sure to share. Great. Jeff, I want to go to you a little bit.
I gotta say, I'm a good businessman because I got experience in nonprofit business / business because I've been doing this for a long time.
I did, Jeff, I do want to hear about your personal experience when you started with STEPS2 and how long has it been, and which one of the 2 classes, did you end up in, and how that's been for you?
Well, I do a lived experience though, so I help promote the program. I'm not really, I'm a lived experience consultant, so I kind of promote the program and try to get other people. We had other people in the past. I worked with other agencies. I tried to get YAI. I tried some schools that I used to go to, but I was still trying to figure everything out. And then I ran into CFS because I was talking to Deborah, because I know Deborah from some of the meetings I go to. So Deborah, I called Deborah. I also got them involved with Best Buddies. Yeah, some people with Best Buddies.
Jeff, when did you start? When did you and I start?
I don't remember. I was like a year ago or something.
In the fall, right? Jeff came on after we were done piloting the curriculum. So he didn't get either or of the full curriculums, right? But has given some feedback on Friday. What type of meeting did you go to?
Oh, I went to a teams meeting, the team meeting. Like I went to the team meeting, but yeah, Oscar was Nakasi was telling me about this event, so I decided to join, and then I became a lived experience consultant. And I've been doing it for a long time now. But I enjoy it though. Yeah, I try to get nonprofits connected. That's my job. My job is try to get other nonprofits connected to the CUNY, and then next Tuesday I have a meeting coming up. I have to do some business with. I went to the Valley Stream event because Deborah was there, and then I was talking to Deborah about doing some business with CUNY, doing business with going to the tabling in Long Island because they're going to the conference in Long Island. So I was trying to figure that out. And then there's another conference coming up in July that I'm which one I sign up for because that's in the city with CFS, so we're also doing that too. And then I was speaking to Deborah about it because Deborah was interested in collecting that, so she let me know. So I'm in the process of doing that too. Another agency I want to get involved in is Jihad. It's a Jewish organization, but I'm also working on that too.
Yeah. All right. And can I just clarify just for a little bit? So Jeff, as you can see, is a wonderful networker and knows everybody. So different lived experience consultants have worked on different aspects. You'll see our little our STEPS2 logo with the steps. One of our lived experience consultants, Stephanie, created that. And some of the lived experience consultants back in the summer did the curriculums and gave feedback with the health educators. So lots of different talents and leaning into. But also, Jeff has been an amazing networker.
Yeah, I'm a very good networker. I got connected with a lot of companies. Another company I was trying to get into is Yahad. They're a Jewish organization, but I'm trying to get on board with them first. But that's then AHRC I'm trying to go through next. So I'm working on trying to figure out like alternative different paths where I can go to, and I want to try some schools too, but which I haven't heard back yet. But I'm still trying to. Maybe I should update on that. But I keep myself busy.
You do. Well, I'm glad you've connected us to STEPS2 along with Deborah and this wonderful opportunity.
I also did Birch too. Come on, I also did Birch too. Because that was another agency. That was the original one I started with, Birch. Then it went to Best Buddies, and I tried YI. YI was taking a long time. It was taking a sweet little time. And then I came on, and then I went to an event in Valley Stream. I was talking with Deborah. So I'm a busy man, and then also did Best Buddies too for a little bit. I was helping them out with Best Buddies because I also went to the Best Buddies event on Saturday, and I saw Oscar there, so I was keeping myself busy.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good. So I'm a good businessman because like
you are, you are, and I love your confidence. So keep it up, Jeff, and thank you for bringing us together here.
I should get a promotion. Come on, I need a promotion because I'm doing well. I'm like, come on, man.
You are doing very well.
I need a promotion because I've been doing well since last fall to now. I worked my way up. I should get a promotion. Yeah.
Oh, congratulations, Jeff.
I got my promotion.
You go, Jeff. I'm gonna shout you out to your circle because this is good stuff. So I have some suggestions for you too.
Even my life skills coach thinks that he's tough on me too, but he also wants a promotion too. I'm like, come on, man. You gave me a promotion last week. Come on, man.
Well, thanks, Jeff. Well, I don't know if I know I see Nelly and Beatrice on the call. If there's any other questions, otherwise I'll stop recording. Let me just stop recording.